In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. In last video we had covered basic primitive types, and then in detail we discussed difference between any and unknown types. Today we are going to discuss, if you have not gone through basically the previous video, it is very important to understand difference between any and unknown from interview perspective as well. You may go through the previous video. In today's video we are going to discuss literal types, union types, intersection types, and what is the difference between type versus interface. So let's start. What are the literal types? Literal types are those types which have just one value. Only one value can be assigned to them. Here if I define type A and assign it to the value A, so this is a literal type, or unit types as well. It contains just one value. Here if I define variable of type A and assign it B, it will give error. B is not assignable. It means B is not listed in the domain of those values which can be assigned to the parameter of A, because A is a uniliteral type. Or the unit type. Similarly we can define any other. What are the next topic is the union types. Union types basically can be found by making union of the literal types. So here I define type AB, and here we define another type B, and we say it is a union of type A and B. So what does that mean? That AB can contain either A or B. These are the two possible values for it, right? So this basically by domain I mean the set of possible values that can be assigned to a type. So domain of the union type is basically union of the types of the which are basically have been unioned among them, right? Those subtypes. Okay, so the next concept is the intersection. That what is the intersection? So let me define some meaningful types. Let's suppose we have a student type and it has a property string, name of type string, and we want a university student, right, which will have an extra property degree. So what we can do is that we can use student and intersect it with the new property string. This symbol is of the intersection. What does that mean? That now any variable of type university student will have both properties, will need to have both properties. So here if I just given the name, it is complaining that property degree is missing. So both properties of the types that have been intersected, they should be present, right? Only then this is the purpose of the intersection. In terms of interfaces, this intersection is similar to what we do extend in case of interfaces. So here if we define an interface, instead of basically we have two ways to define a type in TypeScript. We can do is through the type, we can do it through the interface as well. There is another third way, classes, but that is a runtime concept, static concept of these two, type and the interface. So if we define the student interface name string and university student interface extends student, this is in functionality wise, this is similar to what we did in the intersection of the types. So types can also be extended, but not by using extend keyword, rather this intersection keyword symbol, right? As we are now discussing type and interfaces, so then the natural question is, what is the difference between type versus interface? They are more or less similar, only type has some extra properties. Let me type it here. Type has some extra features than interface. What are those features? As we have seen that types can form unions, but interfaces cannot form unions. Similarly, another difference is that interfaces cannot extend union types. They can extend simple types but not the union types. These are two major differences. However, interface has also some properties. Interface has also some features that cannot be supported by type. What are those features? Basically, namely, that is called augmentation of interfaces, and we will discuss that when we discuss topic of the type definition files, right? That will be discussed somewhere in some advanced topics. For now, I think we have covered literal types, union types, intersection types, and what is the difference between type and versus interface, how types can be extended through intersection, right? I think this would have been beneficial for you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.